The following program is a production of Wxel Television.
Good evening and welcome to a special edition of South Florida Today. Tonight, when you crawl into bed, think about this fact. Some 10,000 children in Florida will not be able to go to sleep in their own homes. They have been taken from them because of abuse or neglect from their own parents. Here in Palm Beach County, thousands of kids sleep in shelters or foster homes every single night, many not knowing if they'll be in that same bed the following evening. The need for families to open their homes to these children is overwhelming. The problem so severe, some kids have to be sent hours away to other counties to homes that are available. In the next half hour, we will show you some of your own neighbors who are making a difference by welcoming these children into their homes as if they were their own. And we will try and show you the real facts about fostering. Now, next week, you will have a chance to become part of the solution when we have a live call-in opportunity for you to volunteer to become a parent. But first tonight, we want to introduce you to a couple who is dedicated to doing their own part to improve these kids' lives, no matter what that may take. Cheryl Ramick always had a passion for abused and neglected children. As a single, successful woman in South Florida, she volunteered at a shelter.
When I saw how great the kids were and that they just needed half a chance, I thought, you know, I want to do something more.
She went through the licensing process and would get the kids who were just entering the foster system.
Would have kids for 4 to 6 days right after they'd been removed from the home, or I developed relationships with the different foster families. So I'd have the same kids over and over. Like if the parent needed to go to a wedding or out of town for the weekend, I could either go to their home or they could come to mine and stay for a couple days.
While playing mom, she met Stephen and knew that he had the same heart for these children as she did.
He was very open to it and very loving with the kids, and so that was it was a good litmus test.
I come from a family of 8, and I have 23 nieces and nephews, so I'm used to being around kids, and it was good for our relationship, I think.
The relationship grew into marriage, and the two went to foster parenting classes together.
Kick it hard.
Whoa!
He was one of these, let's ease your way into it. Let's foster, see how it goes, see what happens. And it took us about 5 to 6 months to get our license. We went through all the classes, and then you have to wait for your FBI clearance to come through and everything. And then literally the day our license came through, we got a phone call that they had Bryn.
I've never been through the 9-month process before, so I can't really speak to that, but what I can say is that one day we woke up and we were childless, and about 2 days later we had Bryn. And so we didn't have the 9 months of preparation, either emotionally or just to buy the simple everyday things that you would need with a baby.
The couple says it was love at first sight, and when Bryn's mother lost her own parenting rights, they began the quest to make the little girl their own. Nearly 3 years later, they are a family.
I want to do puppy.
You want to do the puppy?
Hi, Cheryl. How are you?
Good to see you. Good to see you.
And those in the system say there is a desperate need for more couples like the Ramicks.
Cheryl and Stephen are fantastic. Cheryl has a background in this. She was a prior foster parent, and then they came in as a couple to be licensed together, and they had a specific profile they were looking at. And, you know, they came in as very positive. We want to do this. We're a united front. We're a couple who really has a heart to do this.
Foster coordinators say there is no ideal mom or dad. Race, color, and creed don't matter. but there are some basic requirements.
If you've ever been had a felony involved with child welfare, had a child removed from your home, or elder abuse, or any serious convictions, you really cannot become a foster parent. But it's pretty broad. We really like to not select anyone out. We like to give everybody the benefit of the doubt, but we're only going to pick the best possible people. Medications, he gave you some stuff for the asthma and a well-visit form.
Yeah, he got all his shots, so
wonderful.
He didn't like
He's
those.
getting so big. I know.
Yeah.
He's getting
Lisa teaches the 10-week course that Cheryl and Stephen took and that all prospective parents must undergo.
I'm
he's
so
the
excited.
best baby.
He is adorable. And daily life. I don't discriminate. I am open to anyone that comes through my front door. But of course there is a selection process. I might start a class with 30 people, and then when some of the individuals see how much is involved with licensing, they might select themselves out. Or through the 10 weeks of getting to know the individuals, I might say, well, maybe it's not the right time for you.
She says there is a desperate need for African American foster families and that anyone coming into the system should have open arms for any child, no matter race. Lisa and Stephen have had only positive reactions to their decision to adopt Bryn, and they believe other couples should do the same.
Pink is like that, but this is not pink.
Well, it's kind of a pinky orange. You have to have faith in something greater, that the kids will be okay and that you're in their life for this amount of time, and give them what you can to set them on the path for the future. And it's a neat thing to see. You never know how you're going to change their lives.
They are such a sweet family. Now, Steve and Cheryl say they have already started a special life book that will explain to Bryn just how she came to be their little girl.